Welcome back to an L7C duel. Today we got the Timelords for you guys. Go ahead and go paper first. I choose to go second. So I got a pretty good hand. I got the Summon Limit, Lazy on the Time Lord, Time Maiden, Double-Edged Sword, and a Raffion. They activate Terraforming to add a fill spell to their hand. They go ahead and activate the fill spell they just added, which is Ignister AI Land. So I'm going against an Ad Ignister deck, which is cool to see because they have a level 5 Link monster, I believe, with 5,000 attack. So I'm interested to see if they're going to be able to summon it on this turn or in this duel. So they go ahead and normal summon, and then activate another effect. I believe that's AI Reborn, so they get the Ignister from their graveyard into their main monster zone. They add another Ignister monster to their hand. They link summon to Cyber's Wicked. They activate a land's effect to special summon a level 4 or lower since they control no monsters in their main monster zone. They activate a graveyard effect to add another Ignister monster to their hand. They go into Link Kuriboh, and then they end their turn. I draw a Raffion the Time Lord. So I'm thinking if I want to summon Raffion, the most they would lose is 800, but with Lazion's draw effect, they'll lose 1,000. So I'll go ahead and summon Lazion and set the summon limit. So then I'm going to go to end phase, but I'm thinking since they've activated a graveyard effect, looks like they have some graveyard shenanigans, so I'm going to go ahead and attack with Lazion, because at the end of the battle phase, his effect activates and I will shuffle my opponent's graveyard into their deck. So I go into main phase 2, Lazion effect activates, their graveyard goes back into their deck, then I end my turn, and then Lazion's draw effect activates, and the opponent loses 1,000. So I'm very interested to see what the opponent's going to do on this turn. I do have that summon limit set, so they summon twice. I'm going to flip that over. So they normal summon and add Ignister monster, and they send one from their deck to the graveyard. I'm not going to activate an effect yet. They special summon the blue Ed Ignister, get rid of Link Haribo. I do activate summon limit since that'll be their second summon with the blue Ed Ignister. They add a card, looks like the Water Leviathan Ed Ignister, and then they add another card. So we're waiting to see what they do next. They go into battle phase. They attack my Lazion, which is fine because their graveyard will go back into their deck. I'm not sure if they didn't read Lazion's effect or wanted their graveyard back into their deck, but that's fine. So we're waiting to see what they do next. Lazion effect activates. They go into main phase 2. They can't summon anything, so they set a card, and they go into end phase. I draw a Threatening Roar, and then Lazion effect. They go back into the deck. So I special summon the Time Maiden, and then I activate Time Maiden's effect to add a Time Lord to my hand. I'm going to add Michion the Time Lord, aka Half Boy. I do go ahead and summon that Michion, go on a battle phase to half my opponent's life points. Trapper spell doesn't do anything during the battle phase, so Michion effect goes off in the main phase 2, and then I end my turn. So we're going to see what the Ignister player can do on their turn. I forgot to set the Threatening Roar, which is fine. Time Lords can't be destroyed by battle or card effect. They can be banished, so if they have some banish effect with ad ignister monsters, that's going to be bad for me. But they normal summon and add ignister monsters, and they link 3 off to go into Dark Templar ad ignister. Reading their effect to see if they have anything special. If a monster is special to one of their link arrows, they can special as many level 4 or lower ignister monsters. They go into battle phase and attack the Michion, which cuts their life points in half. Then it's my turn. I draw a Gamma Seal. I set the threatening word this turn. I'm going to go ahead and summon Raffion. Going to battle phase, Raffion will attack the Dark Templar at Ignister. Going to main phase 2, Raffion effect goes off, and their life points go to 0, and we win this duel. Thank you for stopping by and checking out this duel. You guys have a good one, and see you guys soon.